Hello and welcome. In this video I have a haul for y'all, and it's from the DAV in Williamsburg. I just popped in there real quick because I had to go to the UPS store over there in Williamsburg, which is where my PO box is, where my business mailbox is, and in order to pick up my eBay supplies that I got for free with my store subscription, and also to pick up some packages that were delivered for my book channel. This Moxie is down here screaming at me. But I have to show you all some stuff real fast because some of it's already sold and I need to package it up and get it in the mail. And that's because anytime I find vintage men's 505s, they sell within like 48 hours, without a doubt. So this is just a pair of black shorts. I've always told you guys that if it is vintage black denim, that seems to sell the fastest for me. Even though I know light wash is on trend, I just put grunge or emo or goth in the title and it goes like that. But these already sold, and they actually had some flaws. It has some little white paint spots. It has one right here at the bottom, which you can clearly see, and then it has some faint ones on the butt, which is right over there. Still sold on offer within 48 hours. These are made in the USA, and again, it is the 505 made in the USA vintage men's style, which sells really well for me. I also picked up a couple of books, but those are for my book channel, and also to sell and whatnot, so I'm not really going to show them here. I will show them on my book channel. But the one I am going to sell on eBay, I will show you, and as this first edition Dell paperback. It's Agatha Christie, Murder in Retrospect. Really cool little cover there. I love the little art skull. It's really nice. It has a teal text block, and for my ephemera lovers out there, one of my favorite things about these vintage paperbacks, especially from the 60s and 70s, is that they come with cigarette ads inside of them, which I find very funny. See? It's got a little cigarette ad in there, and then it also has another ad for hardcover publisher's editions. Just got some random little detective book club. I just think that that's so cute, especially when vintage books like this still have their original ad inserts in them. I just think it's a really nice little thing. So most everything else is going to be a long sleeve women's top, and that's because they were doing 20% off women's tops, and your girl loves a sale, so that is what I took advantage of. So this is a size small Lucky Brand shirt, and this is a 3/4 length sleeve. It has a little tie here. Cute little red boho top. Because of the 20% off sale, this is like $3. I don't really sell these for a whole lot, but they do normally sell pretty quickly, and we're still kind of in that in-between weather, so if I get this listed quickly, which when this video goes out it will be listed, it should sell hopefully pretty quickly. The next item is a brand that I hadn't heard of, but it was new with tags, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It also is just really soft. This is Haven Well Within, which is a division of some regular brand. It's a modal, it's a micromodal fabric, and it's just a basic nude color. And because it was new with tags, I figured I'd go ahead and give it a try, especially since it's 20% off. This is Naif, which is a former Anthropologie brand. It hasn't been carried by Anthropologie in a hot minute, but this looks like chambray. It is not. It is like a rayon blend, but it's got a cute little half peplum sleeve, so it's a half sleeve and it's a little peplum. I put it up as bell sleeve. It's kind of, I would consider this peplum, but most people are listing this as a bell sleeve. I just thought it was really cute. This also would fit me. It's a size small. All right, the next item I kind of got a little excited about because I hoped it would fit me, but apparently my arms are too beefy for it. It fits here, but I don't like how tight it is on my arms. The brand is Chaser, and I rarely find Chaser in my area, and this is what kind of like they're known for, which is their little waffle knits, and it's black, and I don't have a problem selling black clothing. Again, I just put like goth, grunge, whatever in here, and it's a long tunic length, so I was super excited about that, but not anywhere near as excited as a couple of sweaters that I'm going to be showing you, because you know I love vintage, and you know I love vintage sweaters. I found American Weekend, and this is made in the USA. This is an acrylic made in the USA sweater. It's from the 90s. and I'm gonna be roasted in this because it was warm today. But it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It fits me perfectly. And I absolutely love this thing. So this will probably have a home in the closet until it sells, although chances are, since we're getting into warm weather now, this is toasty. It's toasty in here. Because we're getting into warm weather, I probably will not be able to wear this until it sells because I probably won't have a need to wear it and it'll sell before I can wear it, but I just wore it, so we'll count that. But I love this thing. This thing is perfect. This is like the kind of thing I love with sweaters, just slightly oversized, perfectly vintage, and I adore it. Now, this is actually a good brand to find. You know, I just love vintage, so the brand doesn't really matter. It matters that it's a really cool pattern, it's very bright color, and it is made in the USA. But this is actually a good brand to look for. This is also vintage. This is Nordic design. And the reason I can tell it's vintage is because it's made in Hong Kong. It has these great metal clasps here in the front. It is heavily embroidered all the way around the edge and on the back here, and also on the sleeves. It actually has these little velvet sections as well here on the sleeves. And this is a 100% wool sweater, and it doesn't have any holes, which is a miracle. But I know we're getting out of sweater season, but considering that it was 20% off, I'm gonna pick it up because it was just too cool to leave behind. And then the last sweater that I'm gonna show you, unfortunately, does not fit me. Well, it does fit me, but it doesn't fit me. And I'm gonna put it on to show you because if this fit me better, probably would have kept it. But I think this is supposed to be like a medium petite based on how it fits me. It is way too short in the arms, which makes me feel like this is a medium petite. And it's also a little cropped here. So that's what I've listed it as, is a medium petite. But this is from the 80s. It has this rose Fair Isle design, which is so cool. So if you are a petite lady and you wear a size medium, I'm guessing this is an acrylic blend, but I just thought that this was such a cute sweater. So I listed it as medium petite, and hopefully some petite lady who loves vintage will be cozy in it next winter. But again, I can't leave beautiful vintage sweaters behind. And I was sad that this is not being added to my collection because, unfortunately, I am too long and too tall for it. Oh my goodness. And you can tell I really like that color anyway because that's what I'm wearing now. I'm gonna show you a couple more vintage pieces. This is something I picked up because I just thought it was cool. Velvet, made in the USA. The brand is Caroline Rose, and this is an XL 90s piece. Look at it. But when the light picks it up, it's so pretty. This is velvet, and it has this like bronzy, like, look at that. Like, okay, it just looks black here, but if I turn it, look at that. Look at that shimmer. So it's a 3/4 length sleeve, but it's a tunic length top. And it has a little bit of like a waterfall effect. I don't know. I just thought it was really cool, and to find any type of vintage in a size larger than a large, I think is a win, and it's a perfect like quintessential 90s piece with the velvet. The next vintage piece is actually Chico's Travelers. Again, another plus size. This is a 3, so I think a 3 is an XL. And this is also made in the USA, and it is black and white stripes going in all different directions, which again, very 90s. And it has a front tie in the waist, but it is Chico's Travelers, so it's got all the slinkiness that you know and love from Chico's Travelers. And I apparently need to get out this one little stain that I did not see when I stain treated it the first time. So I will be doing that, and then I will be listing it, and it will be here. I can't believe I missed it again. There was one on the back up here, and I got that out, but I apparently missed a spot, so oh well. the other one came out perfectly easy, so I think that'll come out as well. So no big deal. I also picked up this because I have never found it before, and I know Courtney at Common Tags talked about this brand before. It is Pearl Izumi. It is a cycling brand. This piece is not really a great piece, but I figured I'd give it a try. This is a women's size large, but it's not one of the classic Pearl Izumi pieces with the 3 pockets in the back. It's just a basic quarter zip. But because it's my first time finding the brand, I just wanted to give it a try, and at 20% off, I figured it would be worth the risk. This piece, I'm very sad that it is not my size. Also, this is the first time finding this brand, and the brand is Sundance. Apparently Moxie is also very excited that I found this brand for the first time. This is a size large, and the reason why I said I'm sad it's not my size, because if this was a medium, I would totally keep this. It has these really amazing sleeves. It is this cozy flannel material. It has a raw hem down here at the bottom. And I saw a bunch of these in different sizes listed and sold, so I hopefully did not miss the mark here because of the fact that, you know, we're getting out of the season, but I just thought that this was beautiful and I wished it was in my size. And then I still got 20% off of this because this was in the women's section. So the lady still gave me 20% off of it, but it is a men's shirt, and it is a men's Under Armour shirt. And this is a loose fit, size medium, waffle knit thermal. It's got some horizontal stripes and the color blocking. So perfectly happy with that. I've had good luck selling Under Armour quickly, but again, we are going out of this season, so who knows? But I couldn't leave it behind. I also picked up a handbag. It's very rare I pick up handbags at the thrift store because there's very rare instances in which one catches my eye, but I saw this and I got closer hoping it was a seatbelt bag, but it was not. This is actually Anthropologie, and it has 2 straps. You can take them off, one or the other, whichever one you want to use. It has one adjustable. This is polyurethane, so it's faux leather, vegan leather, whatever you want to call it. It has an unadjustable chain strap, or it has the adjustable faux leather strap. It does have inside pockets, and this is just straight Anthropologie brand. It's not carried by Anthropologie, but these type of bags do sell really well. Anything that looks like a woven seatbelt bag seems to sell pretty quickly. I mean, it's not going to sell for a whole lot, not anywhere near what a seatbelt bag would have sold for, but still pretty excited. And I like to add interesting things into the mix. Speaking of interesting things, I have shoes, which are also something that I don't normally pick up because this thrift store has a tendency to mark up shoes. But all of these were actually surprisingly inexpensive for the DAV. So this is a pair of what looks like just basic men's brown shoes, and they are basic men's brown shoes. They're size 8.5, and they are Lacoste. There is a Lacoste outlet in Williamsburg, which is, I'm guessing, where these were originally purchased and then donated because they didn't like them. But they have minimal heel drag, and the uppers are in great condition. And these are only $4, so I have never tried selling Lacoste shoes. I rarely find Lacoste anything in my area, and when I do, it normally sells really quickly, so excited about that. And then this is something I've never picked up before, but these were only $3, so I did pick them up. I feel like if you buy and sell a lot of shoes, you maybe can automatically tell what these are. They're just a pair of Lucky Brand leather flats, and flats are on trend this year again, thank goodness. And these are a size women's 7, which I think is a really great size. And because flats are in season, and these are a really nice just pair of basic leather brown flats that you could wear with almost anything, I went ahead and picked these up, especially for $3. I'm going to have a really hard time not keeping one of these pairs of shoes because they fit me. I wear between an 8.5 and a 9, and look at the shoes I found. These are Tommy Bahama. I know, This is not what I think when I think of Tommy Bahama. I definitely do not think of skull and crossbone flats at all. This looks like a Vans shoe and or a Tom's shoe. This does not look like Tommy Bahama, but they are. And I got them in a women's 8 and a women's 8.5, and they glow in the dark. Which is the first picture I put in both of their listing because I think that is the coolest thing about any of them. I did not realize that until I went to turn off my light box after taking the photographs of them, and I was like, oh, I need to take another picture because the skulls were glowing, and I just thought that that was so cool. So I'm going to try not to keep them because I probably won't wear them. So all in all, I spent $90 on everything that I showed you, and I think there is plenty of room for profit. And I'm really happy that my quick pop in to the store yielded some potential profit, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye. Bye. Lexi, could you not be on that? Go on, go on.